don't pick the flower. Don't pick the flower. That was a life lesson of mine when I was about 3 or 4. I used to pick my mother flowers all the time. Dandelions were my favorite. I love them. And my mother used to so graciously accept my gifts. She'd say how beautiful they were. And one day, I spotted a gorgeous, very colorful flower across the street. So I took my little chubby legs and I walked across the street. And I was so excited. I picked the flower, my neighbor's flower. And I just was so looking forward to and excited to share my gift, the beauty of my world, with my mother. And I turned around, my flower in hand, and I start back, and I see my mother approaching. I was still on the other side of the street. And I got a paddling. Now, my mother is an angel. She's a real one now. And her paddling was about so. But my little heart was broken. And I still had the flower in my hand. It didn't do any good. The lesson I learned that day was I was not old enough to cross the street at that time. At that time, my lesson was what I'm doing at that moment is not right for me. Now, some things, some lessons last a lifetime. Some lessons are simply that you bide your time. In time, what you're wanting to do for the right reason may be wrong, always. May be wrong only as of now. And something that is, so very, very important is you cannot and should not, we're going to have another story on that, learn someone else's life's lessons for them. You cannot learn for someone else. In fact, it's downright cruel to take that blessing away from them. What we gain, what we learn, how we grow from our lessons in life, make us who we are. Allow us to gain the wisdom, the belief that we are guided and directed by God in the right direction at the right time for our highest and best good. That's something you need to learn yourself. So whatever may come your way, if it's a change, just look at it. If you see the wisdom in it now, wonderful. If you don't, store it away, maybe in a more relaxed, peaceful time. if you choose, pull it out and look at that lesson and see what you think about it now. Does it still fit? Can you make that lesson better? Have you already learned more? When you go to share your lessons, make ever so certain that you're not imposing your life lessons on someone else. It's not kind to learn theirs for them. But what you can do is you can advise, especially if you're asked. That's the best. And lovingly guide and allow God working through our lives to guide, lead, direct us. We just listen, even if it's not what you want to do at the time. I love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I shall see you tomorrow.